Hey, what is up guys? Alex here from technoclass.com, and today we're unboxing something for my gaming profession or gaming hobbies. This is a frame rig case. Well, actually it's for mining, obviously. It's a 6 GPU mining case. Normally I don't buy these things because I spend the money on GPUs if I can, but GPUs are super hard to find these days. This cost me 3,065 pesos, or about $61 or something like that, maybe less, and arrived today. This is an international order from Lazada. I'm not sure what the brand is. It's IKEA luxury Swedish stuff, so you know where it came from. It's from Sweden. It's been designed by the Swedes. It's a luxury condominium for your GPUs. The stuff inside. So this is a steel-built mining case. Mining just pulls out to the side, it seems. Let's make sure nothing falls off there. Woo! There we go. Let's see what's inside the box, if there are anything left. Nope. So this is what we get inside the box. And this is already bent. Hopefully we can fix that. I don't know where that goes. Seems like we need to find either instructions or learn it ourselves here. Ooh, what is this? We got some 3M tape here. I don't know what that's for right yet. Got a bag full of screws here. We got standoffs for the motherboard. This, I don't know what it is for. There's just one of them, it seems. We have this guy. We have this guy, and we have the base, it seems. Oh, there we go. There it is. And nothing on the bottom here. Interesting. So, from what I can tell, all right, well, let's see what goes. Alright guys, so here is the finished product, kind of the thing. It was actually one of the easiest builds I've ever seen. It's probably a super simple build. I can clearly recognize a lot of the things that is done here. And some things are actually very smart. You know, sometimes some things I realize later on. The motherboard goes here, and you have the standoffs included in the package, of course, and you also have screws to mount the motherboard onto your mining case. And the motherboard faces that way as well, so I/O faces that way, so the motherboard is actually going down here. So that's how you do it over here. So the standoffs actually go over here, the 4 of them, and that should be it. And then your I/O ports, or I mean your PCIe ports, would be perpendicular over here, and that would mount onto your graphics cards. And the graphics cards have screw holes in them. This is a rarity in cheap mining rig or mining cases. I guess they're cases. These screw points for your graphics cards. These are very rare. Usually they get tie points, you know, just zip tie onto the case, which is kind of inelegant solution in my opinion. You know, obviously it's just mining, so you don't really care if it's zip tied or not. But I think I like the screw in better because they're more secure. They won't move or budge so much. So this is what the 3M sticker pad is. I thought this was for the bottom of the case. This is actually for the top of the case over here. So when your graphics card is on top of it like this, you know, it would have a sort of at least a rubbery texture to be on, and won't rub on the metal surface itself, and it will have this rubbery texture. That's how the mining case is working out for me. It seems pretty clever, at least. All right, so there's one thing I forgot to mention that they designed as well, is this back portion right here. If I'm not mistaken, you can fit 12 centimeter fans back here, at least 4 of them. That would be 1. So you can blow air into your graphics cards from here, which is very good. They also have the screw points, but there it is. I think I'll build it into my mining rig. I just don't know if I want to put it in the video or not, but there you go. That is the Steel Coin. Let's find the name. It doesn't have a brand. Steel Coin Open Air Mining Frame Rig case, up to 6 GPUs. Actually, I think it could handle more than 6 GPUs, depending on your motherboard and your power supply. This is just a 1 power supply machine though, so it can't handle more than 1 power supply unless you mount that power supply outside the mining frame. Oh, it's called the frame, it's not a case. Model number is L1, that's it. The model number is L1, that's it, that's all I know. It kind of can be used as a sort of open air rig, you know, for test bed stuff. Kind of interesting. I might use this, or I might buy another one for test bed stuff. Alright guys, so here's a quick low-tech update about my mining frame. We are starting to move my GPUs to the mining frame now. I've moved the motherboard, the power supply, obviously CPU and RAM is there. Here's our first graphics card. We're just updating drivers right now, and of course we have our SSD here, which we'll mount somewhere. And yeah, we don't have proper lighting here in the mining cave, but there are some things I learned, you know. Some of the standoff points of the motherboard is not perfect, so I added a standoff, but I also added a sort of thin layer of non-conductivity, just to keep the board off the floor of the mining frame. Also, the what do you call this? The PSU is actually elevated off the frame as well. And that's where I used the little bracket thing that I saw, the silver bracket thing. And it doesn't mount into a particular particular screw hole, but you have to mount it into one of the holes of the grill of the power supply. Don't worry, some people do that. So that's okay, something we learned about the mining frame. Also, we've mounted the little rubber part here for our graphics card, which will come in contact with the graphics card here, for example. So we put a graphics card here, it will come in contact with that. There you go, that's a mini update. All right, boys and girls, I think our job here is done. Look at our fully operational battle station here. This is our mining frame, of course. I added a little bit of string underneath the graphics card so they don't sag so much. As you can see, the lengthier graphics cards actually have a lip that touches this rubber part here, or the rubber sticker that we put in. But the shorter cards just sag under there, so we added a little bit of string. We did a little bit of cable management a little bit, and the option here is to add fans over here, but your HDMI cable will interfere with that. I don't know how to deal with that, but so far we have the fan over here pushing air into that, so that's good. The rig itself is okay, but I realized that the SSD mounting was not actually that easy, so I just left it hanging over there. It's not mounted anywhere, so that's kind of the bummer part, but so far so good. As you can see, it is there. All our little PCIe risers is working, and yeah, for 3,000 pesos it's a pretty decent mining frame. I don't know if anybody's interested in these kinds of things. Obviously a lot of miners are not in the Philippines, so probably are not gonna see this. You can see the screw mounting points for all the GPUs are working quite nicely. They are attached to the GPU. I like that, you know. Like I said, the motherboard has decent, what do you call this? Decent standoffs. I did have to sort of hack together some standoffs for the back there. Focus is really bad on here. Okay, there we go. Jesus. And yeah, that is it. I think we've done a very good job here. You know, I could do a little bit of cable management here, but I think it actually works pretty good. You know, there's not a lot of loose cables. It's just this big jumble over here. So, you know, you can tie that into the frame if you wanted to. But otherwise, nice compact little frame here. You can add another GPU over there, or actually you can move some of the GPUs a little bit, some spacing. Still, I added basically 2 slots per GPU, enough spacing, and there we go. So that's it for our unboxing today. I don't know if you're a fan of this content or a fan of mining in general. Sorry about that. I didn't buy any of these cards recently, so hopefully, you know, if you're a gamer, you don't blame me for the lack of GPUs recently. So there you go. That is the mining frame, 3,000 pesos from Lazada, 3,065. It's pretty good. It's very limited quantity though, so you know, maybe you won't get the same mining frame, or maybe you'll get lucky. Anyway, Alex from TechnoClass.com. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.